going to talk about identity. First, we're going to run down the tribes to you. I mentioned that the people don't know their identity. The brother will stand up there, show this on TV. We're going to tell you about the nation of Israel. He'll call them off for you.
Right. The tribe of Judah is the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin is the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi are the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon are the so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulun includes from Guatemala to Panama all those people that are of Negroid and Indian descent in those countries. The tribe of Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh is the so-called Cubans. And the tribe of Gad is the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben are the so-called Seminole Indians that are residing in the areas of Florida. The tribe of Naphtali is the so-called Argentinians all the way through to Chile in South America. The tribe of Asher are the so-called Colombians and Brazilians in South America, all the way to Uruguay. Then the tribe of Issachar is inclusive of the Mexican Indians in the land of Mexico. These people are the true nation of Israel.
And these are the people that constitute the nation of Israel. That is their identity, true identity. Now the white man calls himself white, doesn't understand his own true identity. The Greeks, the Romans, the Englishmen, Polak, the Irish, the Englishmen, the Frenchmen, and so on. These are another nation out of one tribe. And we're going to explain that to you tonight. But first now, let's jump to the so-called Jew, which calls himself Esau, and which calls himself also a Jew. We want to prove to you that this man is an impostor. He is not a Jew. Give me Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. These lies have to be cleared up. They have to be. Brother said the show is about teaching the Bible and bringing out the truth. That's what we intend to do tonight.
Revelation 2:9.
Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9.
I know thy work.
Bible say, I know thy work.
And tribulation.
And tribulation.
And poverty.
And poverty.
But thou art rich.
We are rich because the Heavenly Father is the Father of the nation of Israel. But we don't go to him. We go to the devil seeking help.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Now, who has the synagogues? So-called white Jews. Who's always parading up and down the street with signs claiming to be a Jew? He says we're Jewish. Adding I-S-H unto his name, meaning wishing that he was a Jew, meaning something pertaining to it. This man is not a Jew, he's an impostor. And we're going to show you his identity also tonight. 3:9.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Now, the Most High said they are liars. They have the synagogue. They're not the original Jew by nature. I want to get that clear. They're not the original Jew by nature. They're imposters. The Lord said he's going to make these people come and bow down to the feet of the nation of Israel. Why? To prove that he had loved the nation of Israel. All right. Okay, now, we're going into identity. First, let's get the white man's identity. So, lies have been taught, so he thinks he's a Caucasian, or he's a white man, or he's an Irishman, he's a Dutchman, he's an Englishman. These are labels. They're not names of nationality, but ask the white man his true nationality, he cannot tell you. If his life depends on it. Now we're going to read
Genesis 25.
This is it, the identity of the white man, and this is where you spread the white man. Right.
And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 3 years old when she bare them.
That's the identity of the white man and the so-called Jew, which came from Esau. Now, if there's questions on this, call the school.